Glad to have you here with me on another episode of Startups. I'm Tamilore Akinfolye. Now, in a world where data is becoming the cornerstone of decision making and innovation, Periculum is leading the charge in harnessing this power to drive progress in Africa. Founded in 2019 by Michael Collins, Periculum is an AI-driven company providing cutting-edge data analytics software solutions. Today, we dive into the vision, challenges, and groundbreaking solutions of Periculum and explore how it's transforming businesses and lives across the continent.
Our biggest solution right now that we offer businesses is a solution we call Insights, which is a financial analytics tool that analyzes the financial health of an entity. So it could be a business, it could be a person, and what it does is that we're able to collect data from multiple different sources, for example, bank statement data, credit bureau data if it's available, telco data, etc. And then we analyze that data, we put it into a machine learning process and analyze the data, and it exposes over 80 risk variables that are essential in understanding the financial health of an entity. My name is Michael Collins. I'm the founder and CEO of Periculum.
Michael Collins' journey from Nigeria to Canada at the age of 19 set the stage for a transformative vision. With a background in working for financial institutions like CIB in Canada, Collins began to contemplate the challenges facing his homeland. These reflections led him to establish Periculum in 2019, an AI company dedicated to providing data analytics solutions to organizations.
I was born and raised in Nigeria. I grew up in Surulere, and I moved to Canada back when I was 19. Went to university there, and then worked at a couple of financial institutions there. I worked for CIBC and also BMO Bank of Montreal. And working there, I started to think about, especially back home, and think about the different problems that we have back home and what ways I could help with creating solutions for solving a lot of our problems back home. So back in 2019, I founded Periculum, and this year will be our 5th year in operation. And so we started out as an AI company, AI ML company, where we provide data analytics software solutions to organizations in underserved markets.
As the youngest continent globally, Africa's youthful population is a catalyst for change and innovation. And according to Collins, with the right tools and knowledge, we could move forward as a country and as a people.
Africa is the youngest continent in the world, right? So when you start looking at all that stuff and you look at the potential that we have, like not just in a natural resource standpoint, but also in a human resource standpoint, you start to realize, okay, there's a lot that we have here, and if we have the right tools, the right knowledge, we could begin to move forward as a country, as a people. So that was the big motivator for me. Africa is the youngest continent in the world. Like if you look at, and this is not me saying that, this is from the New York Times. They say the average age of Africans is 19. You compare that with the average age of Canadians, which is between 40 to 49. Same with Western Europe. The average age of Americans is between 30 to 39. So we're talking very, very old countries and continents. So compare that to what we have here in Africa. where we're very young. You realize that we're now at a very unique inflection point where on one hand we are a very young continent and country, and then on the other hand you start to realize that this young population require more. They need more, better service, better quality from the businesses, from their government. They are demanding it. It's something that they're willing to sit by and accept what our parents accepted. They're willing to now push and make changes.
Periculum's flagship product, Insight, exemplifies their innovative approach. Insight is a financial analytic tool that evaluates the financial health of entities, revealing unique insights and determining affordability.
Our biggest solution right now that we offer businesses is a solution we call Insights, which is a financial analytics tool that analyzes the financial health of an entity. So it could be a business, it could be a person, and what it does is that we're able to collect data from multiple different sources, for example, bank statement data, credit bureau data if it's available, telco data, etc. And then we analyze that data, we put it into a machine learning process and analyze the data, and it exposes over 80 risk variables that are essential in understanding the financial health of an entity. And those variables are in 5 different buckets, which are like income analysis, spend analysis, behavior analysis. So it shows unique things like if this person has the propensity of being a gambler, for example, or what this person is spending on entertainment in a month, right? For example, right? So then and then at the end of the whole process, it shows you the affordability, what this person can actually afford in real time.
One notable success story is how Periculum saved the company from closing by reducing its customer default rate.
This is a digital lender, and they lend to all 36 states in the country. And when they came to us, they had a 89% default rate. So they're on the verge of bankruptcy. They were on the verge of closing their doors. So what we did is that we looked at their data, and we collected that data. We looked at the data, and we said, okay, what is the cause of this high default rate company-wide? And then once we did our analysis, we discovered that 14 of the 36 states that they lend money to, they had 100% default rate, 100%, as in every naira they lent out in those places, they never got back. So I won't mention the states or what part of the country they're in. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but so that's what we discovered. And then we discovered on the positive side that one of the states that they had a very good repayment rate was Lagos. So we're now, okay, what's the difference? Why are their customers in Lagos paying back compared to their customers in those 14 states? So what we then did is that we built 2 machine learning models. So one model was stricter, and the other model was a normal, regular model. So when a person applied for a loan, it became from one of those 14 100% default states. It will go through the stricter approval process, loan approval process. So the stricter machine learning model. And if the application came from one of the non-default states, it will go to the normal process. So we did that. We ran the pilot for a month, and after a month, their default rate dropped from 89% to 36% in 1 month. So that's over half. And then I think as of today, I think their default rate is around like 9%. So that's we just literally saved the business from closing its doors because of the high default rates that they were, that they had on their loan book, on their balance sheet, right? So that's just one example out of many examples, but that we have.
Operating in a market where data analytics is still beginning concept poses challenges. Education and data access are primary hurdles for Periculum.
There's 2 challenges that you face as a data company, especially in a new market and something that is kind of new to people. So one is the educational part, right? Having people to understand, like, this is what we do, this is how we can help you. And to overcome that is, running things like pilots with customers, or having webinars, like what Victoria does, like different outreach things where we actually like teaching people about, okay, this is what we do, this is how it will help your business, providing them with data on how we can increase your revenue, because at the end of the day, businesses, they care about the bottom line. How a data-driven approach can increase your revenue by 75% over a non-data-driven approach, right? So that's one issue that we face. So, and how we overcome that is, through the education and the outreach and all that stuff. Another one is actually access to data. So when you operate in like a place like Nigeria, there's data everywhere, but the data is siloed. So each company, each organization has their data, which is all fixed in within their organization, and it's not freely shared, right? So, so with that, this is where we work with different partners. We work with different data partners, and also we work hand in glove with the government regulators as well. So like, NITSTA in Nigeria, NITA in Uganda, the CRB in Kenya, etc., right? So we work really closely with them, hand in glove with them, to help them to create policy that works while not hindering innovation.
While Collins envisions a future where data mobility matches the global movement of people, understanding and listening to customers holistically allows Periculum to predict trends and stay ahead.
We live in a very global marketplace, right? So you could have a business in Lagos, Nigeria, but ship worldwide. You ship to people in Uganda or South Africa, or in the UK, or in America, or Canada, right? And so we live in a time where you don't see your customer, right? We've gone from having your mom and pop shop down the street where you know everybody, everybody in your area, all that stuff, right? To now having global businesses that actually thanks to shipping and everything and logistics, you're able to now ship globally and sell your goods globally. And then the other part is that people are no longer in one location. So they also are starting to, you're born here, but you immigrate there, you immigrate there, you immigrate there. So people are also, very, very mobile, right? So they're all over the place. So what I see, in the future is that data will become as mobile as a company or as a person.
Periculum is on the brink of launching Prolific, an AI chatbot designed to be trained with specific data to provide accurate answers in multiple languages. Another forthcoming solution is an AI-driven fraud detection system which enhances transaction security.
Prolific is essentially it's an AI chatbot, so it's an artificial intelligence chatbot. So what it does is that you can train. So it's kind of like your own personalized chat GPT, where you can train it with your own data and then ask it questions where you can now get answers on it. So for example, let's say you have a 1,000-page document and you want to get some information on that document. You don't want to read the whole thing because it's 1,000 pages, right? So you can train the ML model with that document, and then you can ask it specific things in the document and it will come out, right? So it's like your own personal chat GPT, right? So that is a product that we're coming out with. It's going to be available in multiple different languages, not just English. So basically our main languages in Nigeria, so Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, is going to have ability, so you can chat with it in those languages. You can chat with it in Swahili, in Zulu, in French, English, of course. I think we have Kosa capabilities as well. So I think there's Arabic coming in as well at some point. So So yeah, so basically we built it's for Africans by Africans. So it has our nuances, where we speak and so on, right? So, that's one solution about we're going to be coming out with.
Periculum also invests in the future by offering an internship program for young tech enthusiasts. Michael Collins' Periculum is more than just a data analytic company. It is a beacon of innovation and progress for Africa. By understanding and harnessing the continent's youthful energy and abundant resources, Periculum is not only solving present-day problems, but also paving the way for a prosperous future.